So, retirement isn't just about saving more money, it's about cutting the things that are quietly draining your finances. And today we're going to go over 5 things that we either cut or sold in our journey to early retirement.
Yeah, and the first one is the house that we had in Toronto. You know that the mortgage and all the payments, you're gonna end up draining 25, 30 years of your life. And what we have decided to do is get rid of our house. We took a few steps before that. The first one was there's just both of us, and we were living upstairs with our rental unit downstairs. Upstairs we had a 3-bedroom apartment, and downstairs a 1-bedroom apartment. We have decided to actually move downstairs and we rented upstairs.
Yeah, and by doing that, we increased the amount of rent that we were receiving every month, and that rent went directly into our investments. So the first step we made was downsizing slightly in the same house that we were currently in and allowing our house to start earning us more money. And once we realized that in our dream, we saw ourselves traveling full time, it no longer made sense for us to actually keep the house in Toronto. We sold it. We downsized completely out of the housing market, and it has saved us thousands. Even if we had kept that house, we would have and rented it out completely. We would have had things such as maintenance. The roof was getting older. It was going to need a new roof soon. The windows were coming up to replacement time, and all of these things are going to be a really large drain on your finances and something to keep in mind as you are starting to approach your retirement. Do you need the size of home that you are currently in? Or could you downsize or sell altogether?
Yes, which it ties back to the second point, which is all that stuff that you have around your house. When it was the last time that you went to your garage and even went to under the stairs and see all the boxes with a bunch of paper and I don't even know the gifts that you might have received from somebody that you did not even open?
Yeah, I mean, we found things that we forgot we even had. Multiple appliances like mixers and blenders, sets of wine glasses, tools. We had multiple of different tools. All of these things, they take up space, and whatever takes up space in your home tends to bring with it that sense of oppression or clutter. So by getting rid of some of this stuff, not only can you sell it and earn some money back, but it really does open up your life and allow it to breathe a little bit more. So consider getting rid of some of the stuff that's around you.
And if you are planning to retire early and start traveling, it is a favor that you actually do to yourself. Don't wait until the day prior to your travel to start doing this. We actually started slowly moving from upstairs to downstairs and getting rid of that stuff 2 or 3 years before we decided to stop working.
Right. And the big thing that we got rid of was one of our cars. We each had a car, and Jean was working from home. Why did we need 2 cars? We were paying gas, maintenance, insurance, parking on 2 vehicles in the city of Toronto. So it no longer made sense. So what did we do? We got rid of one. We sold one. We took that cash, we invested it, and lived quite happily with one car. There's, especially in urban centers, you have public transportation. Uber can be quite an affordable way to get around rather than paying that insurance, parking, maintenance, and gas on a vehicle. Just use public transportation and Uber.
And over the last 365 days, we might have used the car for, I'm going to say, maybe 15, 20, 25 days when we were back in Canada visiting our family.
And it's still going to be cheaper to rent a car at that point than to keep a car sitting in a garage that's rusting out its brakes and all of this other kind of stuff. So consider at least selling one if you have multiple cars. Some families have more, but at least consider selling 1 or 2 of your vehicles if you live in an urban center, because it can make your life a lot better and free up a lot of money.
Yes, we get up early in the morning, we turn on the news, you might be watching our YouTube video. Let me know if you're watching in the morning or not. And you go to work, 9 a.m., you show up, 5 p.m., you go back home, you have to be stuck in traffic for 1 or 2 hours, and you keep doing this every single day. You end up forgetting about all the outdated financial products that you have in your life that you think about, oh, do I actually need those products or not?
So, outdated financial products and some fees. Sometimes we are really good about looking at other parts of our lives, but sometimes we don't always go back and see where our money is going. And fees in financial products can seriously drain your investments. Financial advisors charge quite a bit of money. So, if it's something that you think you can do yourself, you could save a lot of cash by DIY investing your investments, as well as getting out of some of those high price mutual funds. Management expense fees on these ETFs are much cheaper than some of the other funds that you may be invested in. So it's really worthwhile taking a look at your financial life to see if you're paying unnecessary fees there.
In 2024, we decided to sell our home, which we happily did it, and we also got rid of our life insurance. And you're asking, why do we need life insurance if the money that I have available now is going to be more than enough to take care of us? I think it's going to be me first. Take care of Christine while I'm not here, and just, like I turn myself into what?
Yeah. So it's good to take a look at those insurance needs, because you may have achieved the level of financial independence where you no longer need to be paying those high premiums for life insurance or disability or critical illness. Just take a look at all of your financial products, make sure that you're invested in the right ones, you're paying the lowest fees possible, and that you're not over-insured for your needs.
Yeah, and the last one that we wanted to discuss with you is just the consumer debt. When we met, we kind of run the numbers, and we had actually around $60,000 in consumer debt. It was not easy, and it was a difficult conversation to have it, because it comes all the blame, I was not, why didn't I do this or that? So it doesn't matter. It's now, from now on, what can you do to improve the quality of your life, which is getting rid of that debt.
Yeah, the one thing you want to clear out, you do not want to carry into retirement with you, is any type of debt. A mortgage is somewhat different. It is considered an investment. So, you guys can decide for that on your own if you want to carry your mortgage into retirement. However, any type of consumer debt, please make sure that this is cleared off before you start your retirement. Your income will go down slightly, most likely, and you don't want whatever income you do have coming in going towards your consumer debt. Jean and I, we managed to pay ours off, and we even retired within the 4 years of paying that debt off. So it's possible. Take a look at your finances, get everything straight, and start your new life.
Yeah, and I just thought of another one that comes to my mind, which is your old identity. I'm gonna let you talk, because Christine, she used to be a police officer for more than 15 years, and what happened?
Yeah, well, you can't really sell your identity, but you can release that old way of identifying yourself. I mean, it holds true for all of us, not just myself. But yes, I mean, I identified as a police officer for almost 20 years, but now I'm a retiree, and that feels even better. I think that releasing that old identity of who you were for the previous however many decades of your work life and truly embracing your new identity is really going to set you up for success in retirement.